Hello, my name is Jason Perkins. I'd like to welcome you to another episode in my Georgia Workers' Compensation video series. I'm a Georgia Workers' Compensation attorney, and I created this series to provide you with helpful information about the rules of Georgia Workers' Compensation law and the benefits available to you under it. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how judges decide workers' compensation cases. And again, this is just focusing specifically on Georgia workers' compensation cases. Now, when would a judge decide your workers' compensation case? Well, generally it's when you've requested a workers' compensation hearing. In Georgia, you request a hearing by filing a Form WC-14 request for hearing, and you indicate the issues that you want decided by the workers' compensation judge. Or if the insurance company wanted to request a hearing, they might do the same thing. And so a hearing would be scheduled, and that hearing might go forward or it might be postponed. We're going to talk today about it when that hearing actually takes place. At that hearing, evidence would be presented by both sides, and there would be testimony from witnesses, probably, and medical records potentially introduced, as well as other documents. And all that evidence is introduced at the hearing. And after the hearing, parties generally get to argue, you or your attorney and the insurance company or their attorney get to make written arguments to the judge about why they should win the case. And the judge reviews the evidence and the written arguments and makes a decision after the hearing. So how do the judges decide the cases? Well, it's based on the evidence. Basically, they're looking at the testimony from the different witnesses and the evidence that's presented and making a decision about, under the workers' compensation laws of Georgia, whether you should receive benefits or should not receive benefits. If your case is about whether you had an injury at work, one of the things that the judge is going to be deciding is, did you get hurt? And also, to what extent that injury affected you. Are you entitled to certain benefits? Have you proven that you were unable to work as a result of your injury? Or have you proven that you need medical treatment as a result of that injury? Now, the judge doesn't necessarily have to believe your testimony. There may be testimony of other witnesses saying things different than what you said. And one of the things that the judge can do is decide which witnesses the judge believes. This is called the weighing of the credibility of the witnesses. That's one of the things that the judge gets to decide is if there's different people saying different things, the judge can decide which witness or witnesses the judge believes. Same sort of thing can happen with regard to the medical evidence that's presented. There may be medical records from doctors that say different things. One doctor may say that you have a certain injury as a result of the work that you did. Another doctor may say something different. The judge can weigh that evidence as well and decide which doctor to believe. So the one thing I will say for certain about workers' compensation cases and how a judge decides cases is that you're not going to know for sure which way the judge rules, because ultimately the judge makes the decision. You put forward your best evidence. I would certainly recommend that be with an attorney on your side. The insurance company is going to put forth their best evidence, and the judge is going to weigh all that evidence and reach a decision. I hope you found this information about how Georgia workers' compensation judges decide cases helpful. If you have, please let me know that. The best and easiest way that you can do that is by giving this video a thumbs up or by liking it. If you want more information about Georgia workers' compensation, I recommend that you visit our Perkins Studdard Workers' Compensation YouTube channel, where you can find all the rest of my videos from the Georgia Workers' Compensation video series. And you can also subscribe if you'd like to be notified of future videos as they come out. If you've got some specific questions about workers' compensation cases, I think a free consultation is the best way to get those questions answered. First, it doesn't cost you anything, and there's no obligation to hire an attorney as a result of that consultation. So if you'd like to set up a free consultation, there's two easy ways that you can do that. The first is by calling the phone number at the bottom of the screen, or the second is by visiting our website, www.perkinslawtalk.com, where you can complete and submit the consultation request form there, and we'll get a consultation scheduled for you. Thanks again for watching today, and I wish you the best of luck as you recover from your injury.